Edinburgh put lots of opportunities in front of me, and all I had to do was take them.
There is just so much to do in this city. Always something new to discover.
I love exploring Edinburgh. I found the people here very friendly and so much fun.
The city is known for being a global innovator in so many fields. That's what made it very attractive.
Edinburgh University is highly ranked worldwide. It's got such a strong academic reputation, which is why I was so eager to come here.
Edinburgh was always where I wanted to go to university during high school years.
It's a city with so many opportunities. It's a city you can be yourself in, and it's a city that challenges you.
Volleyball was a huge part of my life before starting university. It's been great playing it here as team captain.
The city has given me global opportunities to build my career, and I'll always be grateful for that.
The environment here has changed me. I've discovered my own independence.
I've made a lot of friends in Edinburgh. Scottish people are so welcoming. They've made me feel part of the city.
Everything I wanted to do, Edinburgh made happen. That's what university should be about. You need to be in a city that can inspire you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was it, ball.
There are a lot of world-class universities, but how many of them are in world-class cities?
Go Edinburgh.
Go Edinburgh.
Go Edinburgh. Go Edinburgh. Go Edinburgh. Come on, Edinburgh!
Good afternoon from the Royal Commonwealth Pool in Edinburgh for the final session of the Edinburgh International Swim Meet 2020. This is session 9. I'm Robert Taylor with me this evening. It's my pleasure to introduce the Scottish Performance Director, Ali White. Good evening, Ali.
Evening, Robert.
Nice to have you along with us. We've had Alan Lynn with us the last 2 nights, so good to have Ali with us this evening. So lots to look forward to skins again this evening. We had a lot of fun with Adam Peaty, Ross Murdoch, James Wilby. You can hear maybe a bit better. There's the schedule that we have ahead of us. Let's get off with the women's individual medley. Breaststroke for the men and 50 butterfly for the women. We have junior finals that start those events. Then we have one heat where the fastest will get a prize and the top two drop out, and we then continue on the skins theme throughout for those two events. Interesting, the 100 free with Duncan Scott, David Connell has actually been interesting one, Ali, later on.
Yeah, both some excellently this morning, didn't they, with David going under the 50-second mark, 49.8 odds, and then of course Duncan then going 48.8, so that one's looking pretty good.
Yeah. 400 free again in that one. Daniel Jervis, already winner of the 50 and the 800, will want to try and get the 400 under his belt as well.
Yeah, what a swim that was in the 1500 earlier in the meet. Yeah, 14:57, a fantastic effort.
At the very end, 100 free, it's a delight again to have Faye Anderson up here. She looked very, very strong. Winner of the skins the other night, and won the first one, and comfortably won every other skins heat thereafter. Pretty smoothly throughout. So that's the pool. It's empty, but we're underway in just about a minute's time. Right at the end of the session, Ali, as you're probably aware, we have some prizes for the fastest swims. The meet at the moment, in the top 5, Tom Dean on 890 points, Catherine Dawson on 4th, 9.4, Daniel Jervis on 2, James Wilby 9.26 for the 200 breast, and last night Adam Peaty for the 100 breast 9.36. Of course that's the current position. I'm sure that may change. I think Peaty in the 50 breaststroke
it might be a tough one to beat that, but you never know.
So we get underway with the women's 200 individual medley. This is the junior final, just 5 swimmers in this one. Mr. Wilson from the Borough of Stockton in 4, Nuala Gow from Geary in 5, Lisa Bain, Aberdeen Performance in 6, Catherine Bailey, Perth City in 7, Lara Mills, City of Oxford in 8. The times coming into this, 227s through to 229s. Nuala Gow from Geary finished extremely strongly in the heat, so she might be a little bit off the pace early doors, but we'll see how this one develops, Ali.
Yeah, Nuala's definitely our strongest part of the medley is our breaststroke, so she'll be just wanting to try and stay in touch over the first 100, and then try to maximise that breaststroke coming through. Of course, as a young swimmer, that'll be looking to develop all 4 strokes at that point. So.
And Krista Wilson, Borough of Stockton, with the advantage. A lot of Borough of Stockton swimmers up the last 3 days, and very strong as you saw on the butterfly. That's a reach strength for that club.
Well, it's great to have Borough of Stockton up. It's a regular attenders at this meet, and it's great to see those guys making the trip up. It's always good to have them here.
Over in red 7, Catherine Bailey from Perth City, that red cap. Breaststroke's probably weaker of the 4 disciplines. She'll finish strongly on freestyle, good distance freestyle, Catherine. Look for that blue cap in the middle. Nuala Gow, as we say, will come through very strongly. At the moment, Krista Wilson looks pretty good. Elisa Bain making some ground, and here comes Nuala. Great charge, lot to do still, with about 15 of breaststroke. Krista Wilson still looks favourite in this one, Ali.
Yep, I think just coming with 50 to go. Nice little lead there, and I suspect she'll just be able to hold out on that.
152. Catherine Bailey has been almost turning together, but they're a long way off the pace. So, fastest junior is not necessarily the winner of the junior race. There are juniors coming up in both the A and B finals. Nevertheless, it's always good to win your own junior race, and that's what's going to happen for the Stockton girl, Mr. Wilson. They take maybe a second or two off that time she did earlier on. She does indeed a couple of seconds faster, 2:26.74, 2:26.37 earlier on, so good strong swim from her. Second place was Catherine Bailey, and Lisa Bain in third. Nice race to get us underway, Ali.
Yes, a nice little starter. It's always a shame to see the 5 lanes, just the five lanes being used, but a great start to the evening's racing.
We might find this the odd lane is empty this evening. Some people will have a long journey home, so sometimes
decided to make a sharp exit.
Yeah. So this is the B final. Faye McDonough, Borough of Stockton in 1, Jess Prodger, Millfield in 2, Holly Shand, Aberdeen Performance 3, Mary Swanson from University of Aberdeen in 4, Ellie Turner, Perth City 5, 6, Drew Mackenzie, City Glasgow, 7, Mia Leach, Ellesmere College Titans, and Megan Gunn from Bath University goes in lane 8. So a mixture of juniors in this one in 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. Fastest qualifier was Mary Swanson from Aberdeen Performance. She'll be used to swimming here. Warned the swimmer, Mary.
Yeah, and a Hart swimmer before that as well. So Edinburgh swimmer first, and then an Aberdeen swimmer now. It is really good to see the mixture of athletes in this final. A range of juniors and seniors in there. It's fantastic.
And Mary takes it out 30.08. Expect her to be pretty prominent at the halfway. She's a good backstroker as well. Second place, Ellie Turner. Ellie Turner also extremely strong on backstroke. Now up Perth City, and it's gone this part of a body length clear here, Ali.
Yeah, you'd expect her to be taking the lead after the first 100 there. A very strong backstroker, particularly around the 200 backstroke, so no surprise leading at the moment. She moves on to the breaststroke.
105.29, 106.35 for Mary. Let's see what develops on this breaststroke section. And 1, Faye McDonough, and lane 2 is Willa Rennick. Still Ellie Turner, about her body length. Mary Swanson's coming back at her a little bit. But Ellie's performing pretty well down here. Still holding a good advantage. And at this point, I don't think you can see past her. She's got a pretty strong freestyle as well.
Yeah, she has indeed, and she also does a pretty mean 400 IM as well, so you'd expect her to have a bit of background there to bring it home now.
So off the turn, 148.92. Has commanding advantage, 2 or 3 metres over the far side. Megan Brown also going pretty well, Bath University swimmer. Ellie Turner, junior in this one. And that's going to set the time for 3 more juniors to follow. And in fact, it's attacking swim from Ellie, 2:24.25 earlier on. It's taken virtually 3 seconds off that, so good steady swim, 2:22 dead. Moving down, 2:23.12 and Faye McDonough, Borough Stockton in 3rd place. Good to see Ellie performing very strongly in that alley.
Yep, Coach Dixon will be happy with that performance, I think. Got another final, also 2 to come later on this evening, so it'll be interesting to see how she can carry that forward into the 200 back certainly.
So this is the open final. And 3 juniors go in this one. In lane 1 we have Katie Goodburn from Wonderbass, Anna Brookhaven from Plymouth Leander in 2. Those are both juniors. Candice Hall, Loughborough University in lane 3. Abby Wood from Loughborough National Centre in 4. Katie Shanahan, another junior from the City of Glasgow in 5. Vaughan Brown from East Kilbride in 6. Ola Adams, Aberdeen Performance in 7. Maya Hall, Ellesmere College Titans, goes in lane 8. Abby Wood, you really can't see past her, I don't think, in this one.
She's been in terrific form. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how Katie Shannon, the junior from City Glasgow, goes against her and Candice Hall. So this is the open final. Abby Wood looked pretty comfortable, 2:14.76 in the heats earlier on. Katie Shannon also pretty relaxed, just under the 2:19. Candice Hall, along with Abby Wood, taking it pretty hard in the early stage. Katie Shanahan and Yvonne Brown in 5 and 6, almost together. Abby Wood, 28-20 early, off to a good start.
Yep, an excellent start from Abby Wood there, and she's been extremely strong form already this season. I think swimming 2:11 already this season, 200 IM, so she's been in great form, coached by Dave Hemmings in Loughborough, the former bomber, but he's doing a great job with her just now.
Abby Wood at the moment, 2 or 3 clear, not much between Candice and Katie in 2nd and 3rd. Abby Wood still looks as though she's got enough in hand, very strong breaststroker as well, Abby, so expect her to maintain that advantage throughout this section. Candice Hall and Katie Shanahan, so very close between the two of them for that 2nd place. At the moment, Abby Wood has got this one pretty well wrapped up, Ali.
Indeed, I think she's just extending her lead now, so looking very comfortable in the breaststroke, but working pretty hard now. She's looking to carry that through into the freestyle.
Katie Shanahan, just scored Edinburgh, going very strongly indeed. 1:40.16. Cracking performance. Katie Shannon looks very strong in 2nd place. Cracking swim for the junior in lane 5. Candice Hall and Yvonne Brown. That's the battle for 3rd place. Can Yvonne Brown maybe get into 3rd place at the death? Abby Wood showing her qualities in this one. Really effective time, 2:11.78. Katie Shanahan 2nd place, and Candice Hall, did she just hang on to get 3rd? She just did. Not by much. So that's a new reach record for Katie Shannon, new junior record 2:15.87. Cracking swim from Katie. Candice Hall just by quarter of a second takes 3rd ahead of Yvonne Brown.
Yep, a fab race there actually, dominated by Abby Wood. 2:11's pretty decent actually, so excellent performance from her, and a nice swim from Katie Shanahan there in 2nd place for 2:15. That's getting down towards her lifetime best as well, so all round good stuff.
Time for Katie Shannon, of course, will give her the junior title and the 200 IM. So we get on to the fun. Just before the fun starts, it's the juniors for the 50 breaststroke. We have Greg Fairbairn from Bellshill Sharks going in lane number 1. Dan Kinsella, Warrington Warriors 2, Max Vass, Sassers in 3, Rory Dixon, University of Stirling in 4, Brilliant Elmerton from Millfield in 5, Andrew Arthur, Aberdeen in 6, Jimmy Littlefield, Wonderbass in 7, Ryan Zhou from Newcastle in 8. Rory Dixon, the only one under 30 seconds coming into this. And no juniors to follow, so the junior will be decided in this one. Pretty level start, lane 4 perhaps. Rory Dixon, Ali got the best start of all. There's Rory Dixon with the lead at the moment.
Yep, the young man originally from North Ayrshire. He's now at University of Stirling, and the top lad, a hard-working young man he is. And he looks as though he's just starting to get in front here.
Looks like Rory Dixon has this one from William Ellington. Good pace perhaps in lane 3. It's Max Vass, it was Rory. A little bit faster than he was earlier on, 29.51 with Ellington also under the 30 mark. Always good if you come into that in pole position to also do it in the final. Well done, Rory. And, this time it's the girls 50 butterfly junior final. No juniors also in the open final, skins final, so again our junior champion will be decided out of this one. Evie McLean from the city of Oxford was in lane 1. Melody Jones, Borough of Stockton in 2. Delphine Newton, city of Oxford in 3. Maisie Elliott from Leander in 4. Anya Slessor, Aberdeen Performance 5. Emily Cummins, Kinross Potter in 6. Natalie Jones, Wonderpass in 7. Tata Cosmeni from Milfield in lane 8. Maisie Elliott 28.70, and Slessor 28.81. The fastest qualifiers on this afternoon. Off we go, let's see. Maybe it's a good start. And they all did pretty well. Anya Slessor and Maisie in the centre lanes, and also in lane 8 over that far side. Went pretty nicely. Tanta Tasman, Emily Cumming in 6. It's beginning to tighten up. It looks like just as lane 4, Maisie Elliott was just going to get this. Was pretty tight to death. 28.48. Maisie Elliott just doing the business at the end, Ali.
Yeah, it was all pretty even all the way down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And just Maisie getting her hands in at the end with a pretty decent finish right at the end of the stroke, so it makes all the difference.
Anya Slessor taking second. So that's our juniors finished with. We now move on to a bit of fun. If that's the right word for these guys. Girls, this is the 50 breaststroke, and we follow with the women's 50 butterfly. So going in the skins this evening, George Hopkins in 1. For the women, of Emily Barclay from Loughborough University. In lane 2 for the men, David Murphy from Loughborough National Centre, and in 2 for the women, Ciara Morris, Millfield. James Wilby, Loughborough National Centre in 3, and for the women, Kiana McInnes, University of Stirling. 4 is Adam Peaty, Loughborough National Centre, and in the women's, it's Laura Stephen, Plymouth Leander. 5, Ross Murdoch, University of Stirling, and Harriet West, Loughborough National Centre. In 6 we have Craig Benson, University of Stirling. 6 for the ladies, Charlotte Atkinson, Loughborough University. Nick Quinn, Edinburgh University 7. Kate Mills, Loughborough University. And in 8, Lewis Fraser, Swansea University. Yas Perry from Aberdeen Performance. So this is the first round of skins. Someone might go out extremely fast to see if they can take the prize money. I still think the money, smart money's on Adam Peaty regardless.
I would think so. I remember watching him in the skins last year, and I think he smoked a 26 on the first 50, and then he did 4 more 27s straight after. Absolutely amazing swimming.
.26.86 in the heats earlier on, and it looked pretty effortless. Very strong performance from PT, but off to a good start in 5 is Ross Murdoch. And PT's got the bit between his teeth now. Not much between the two, but here comes PT with the usual charge inside the final 15. 26.86 was a new meet record. Well, is he going to do that? Not quite. 27.14. Nevertheless, takes the prize money for that very first heat, and Lewis Fraser, George Hopkins will drop out. Just two outside lanes. Just happened to miss out, so we drop down to 6 for round 2 for the men. Laura Stevens, winner of the 200 butterfly the other night. Well, her junior teammate Maisie Elliott won the junior title. Laura Stevens, will she go flat out in this one to try and get the prize money, or will she save herself to win overall?
Choices, eh?
It is, yeah. Good to see Kiana McInnes, a good swim getting into this in lane 3. Let's see if she can upset them. Kiana much better over the longer distances, but she'll give it everything, I'm sure, in this one. So off we go with the skins. A good start. Charlotte Atkins in 6, and she is really motoring down the final 15 metres. Well, it looks like Atkins might be the fancy in this one. We're going to tighten up a wee bit, but Charlotte Atkins, Laura Stephen with a late charge. It's Laura Stephen. Well, gets right at the death, 26.83. And she won it pretty comfortably at the end.
She did at the end. Certainly Charlotte Atkinson was leading quite comfortably until the last 15 metres when Laura Stevens came through and finished nicely at the end. I thought it was all going to be a bit short on the stroke, but a nice finish. Takes the first round.
I think dropping out in that one, Kate Mills and Emily Bentley. So 8 becomes 6, and 6 will become 4. And 3-2. And this is round 2. So we don't get the starting signal. You'll get that little yellow light coming on between lanes 4 and 5, and that's the signal for the guys to get into the water. Well, let's see if Petey can get another 27. Going pretty well. Under pressure, maybe in lane 2 at the moment. David Murphy. Lane 3, James Wilby with something to do over in lane 7, Nick Quinn. It's do enough to get into the next round. Well, I think 2 outside lanes, Nick Quinn and David Murphy drop out. So the 4 middle lanes will be Petey, Murdoch, Benson. Not a bad foursome there.
Quality foursome, isn't it? It's going to get even tighter in the next round, obviously, and a 27.59 after a 27.1. I'm going to be extremely interested to see what he can do next.
So round 2 for the girls. You can see we've lost lane 1, and I think it is lane 7. He's also not there. Yes, Perry. Wonder what tactics she'll have to try and make sure she gets in, because she's nobody to swim with. And a side lane, she'll just have to go for it.
No, it doesn't matter. If you've got a lane, you've got a chance.
Round 2. And again, pretty level, but this time, lane 5. Harriet West slightly better away, but there goes Atkinson again. And Atkinson looks as though she's okay. I think Yas Perry might be feeling a wee bit pressure over that far side, and in lane 2, Anna Morris. But, yeah, it's the 2 outside lanes, Anna Morris, Yas Perry, who drop out. makes it a wee bit easier for us. It's 3, 4, 5 and 6 as it is in the men's. It's not been like that the last 2 nights, Sally. They've been all over the place.
And then when you struggle with vision,
Yeah.
Robert, then it's a wee bit tricky.
Yeah. Well, the 2 English guys will be in PT against the 2 Scots, Murdoch and Benson.
People need to remember this is world-class breaststroking
Yeah.
here. 4 of the best breaststrokers in the world. Here in Edinburgh, it's just super exciting.
Key to get a good start in this. Round 3. Good start by Adam Peaty this time. Now who's going to come under pressure at halfway? Well, Murdoch going pretty well. I think Murdoch's okay. Peaty's no problem. Olby looks as though he's probably done enough, and this time round it's going to be Benson that drops out. Well, Peaty again, 27:42.
It's faster than the last time round.
Yeah.
As well.
Was he really trying in that one? I don't know.
As well. 27-1, 27-5, 27-4.
Well, Benson drops out. So McInnes, Stephen, West, Atkinson.
Peaty will just be, Adam Peaty will be just waiting to fire up the last one, won't he? And see if he can smoke a 26 at the end instead of at the start.
Now, Ken McInnes, the youngest in those 4 left. Can she keep the Scottish flag flying at the Commonwealth pool in this one? Round 3. Well, pretty good reaction time from her, second fastest off the block. And, comes under pressure a wee bit here. But, she always finishes strongly, but she's only got 15 metres to go over the far side. Charlotte Atkinson looks okay. Laura Stevens fine. I think Kiana is going to end up dropping out in this one. And yeah, Kiana McInnes drops out. So 4, 5 and 6. Laura Stephen, Harriet West, Charlotte Atkinson live for the next round.
It's a pretty tough, pretty good effort there from Kiana. 28-7 there. It's not a million miles away from what she's running 8. So really, really good. 27-2 from Axon, which was quicker than the previous 50. So some excellent swimming. Now it gets tough.
Now it is, yeah. This is where Murdoch will really have to go like the clappers if he wants to try and beat Olby. Now reaction time 0.69 for all 3, Ali.
It might be the only thing that's equal on this one.
Well, Peaty well clear. Murdoch at the moment might just be shading second, but here comes Wilby to challenge. Oh, this is always Wilby is getting past Murdoch. Yeah, Ross Murdoch drops out, and Peaty again. He's getting faster. He's probably just done this deliberately. 27-29.
Yeah, I mean 28-5-8
Yeah.
on 50 number 4 is just world class swimming, and even Ross there at 28-5 is obviously suffering a wee bit on that one. So, but great effort nonetheless. 27-2-9 on 50 number 4. Well, let's see what he can do in the last one.
I suspect they'll be moved into different lanes for the final. We move James into 4 and Adam into 5. Well, that will make a difference, who knows. Round.
I'm
Is
not
this
sure
round?
the winners, the water's not thinner on the other lane, I don't think.
Round 4. Again, fairly level start off the block. And this time it's Harriet West, Atkinson and Stephen in 4. Laura Stephen just a little bit behind the 2. And it's getting pretty tight again, as it did in the very first round. Laura Stephen, she might just hang on here. Oh, it's on the touch. Laura Stephen and I think Harriet West. Charlotte Atkinson drops out. That was a tight one, Laura Stephen, 27.51. Timing that Adam over the water just perfectly.
Yeah, lovely finish at the end there, but interesting. Then we've got the winner of the 200 going against the winner of the 100 in the final of the skins. There we go, it's just the way you'd like it.
So Adam Peaty remains in lane 4, will be moved from 3 to 5.
What's your money on a 26 point to finish?
26.87. So that he's 100th slower than the meet record. Not that he can beat the meet record since we don't have a normal starting signal. And I'll take your marks. Slightly faster off the block, 0.66, 0.72 for PT.
Oh, he's after it.
Yeah. Halfway, just around the 12-second mark. Well. It's all about the clock, I think, here, Ali. Can he get a 26.87? That's a 27. 27, just a 27.42 that he did, I think, a couple of heats ago.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah,
absolutely
fantastic swimming
from
PT.
28.9 as well.
Yeah,
just incredible, really. Anybody watching just has to admire what Adam Peaty can do over that sort of thing. It's just absolutely incredible.
So the final 50 butterfly coming up. Laura Stephen has stayed in 4 and Harriet West in 5 throughout. Harriet West just that wee bit quicker into the stroke, and that might be vital. She might have a good strong start and have a good lead at the halfway mark, because Laura Stephen will come back strongly. Laura Stephen, Plymouth Leander in 4, Harriet West, Loughborough National Centre in 5. And West certainly got a very, very good start there, Ali.
Yep, and you'd expect her just to be leading a wee bit and then maybe Laura to come through, and I think that's what's happening now.
Well, they're about level pegging with just a shade over 15 to go. Laura Stephen level, and Laura Stephen will take this. And inside the final few is Stephen, sort of having to glide there, but 27.51 nevertheless. I think that was virtually bang on what she did that last heat.
Yeah. Fantastic effort there for that, both ladies.
Yeah.
Really great racing. It's always the worst place to be when you're a bit short on the finish and you're hanging, you're waiting for it, and especially in the skins. Just you never know who's gonna, if your competitor's going to squeeze their hands in first, but a great swim.
So that's the fun event, one of the fun events over and done with this evening. You got a double dose last night, just the one dose on Friday, and one this evening. And after all that fun, we move on to 200 backstroke. You'd see those backstroke mechanisms getting put in the water. So we're ready to go in just a wee moment with the junior final. We have junior final, B finals and A finals for all the remaining events, with the exception of our 400 free, just an open final, a junior final. And we also have a 1500 free later on. So on to the junior final. In lane 1 we have Ryan Robertson from City of Glasgow. In 2 we have Thomas Coates from West Lothian. Conor Massey from the City of Glasgow in 3. Matthew Cairns, Newcastle in 4. Mark Ford, City of Glasgow 5. Nick Skelton from City of Oxford in 6. Cameron Travis, Aberdeen Performance 7. And in Jake Kirkham in 8 from first. There is one junior coming in the middle lanes in the B final. Matthew Cairns from Newcastle has been very impressive, just 15 this year. 2:08.49. Mark Ford, City of Glasgow, 2:09.77. So pretty level start in the middle lanes. Good start from Mark Ford though. New squad member based at City of Glasgow. He's got a nice wee lead at the start. Cairns in 4, Skelton in 6. Mark Ford. There's maybe half a metre advantage, 29.57, Ali.
Yep, nice start from Mark, swam pretty well on the 100 as well, and he's been working pretty hard on his developing his skills as well. So you saw him off the start there, good one, and it makes a big difference when you can take that much out of your opposition on a start.
Well, it going pretty well. As are Nick Skelton in 6, Matthew Cairns in 4. Halfway mark 1:02.39. And still very much between the 3 swimmers. Here comes Cairns to try and get on sides, and virtually 3 in line. At this point, Cairns and Skelton going particularly well. Mark Ford hanging in there. So virtually 3 in a line with 50 to go. Skelton looks good in this one.
And we'll come down to the last turn maybe. Some Robbie Hemming showing some good underwater skills earlier on, so he's still under now. There he goes.
Very nice turn out by both Cairns and Skelton, taking best part of a body length out of Mark Ford. And Mark Ford may well just have to settle for 3rd place in this one. Cairns looks the stronger, Ali, coming down the final stretch.
Indeed, it's just going to nick it, I think, and it's pretty close though.
Well, yeah, Cairns does indeed take that 2:08.28. Skelton takes 2nd, and Mark Ford 3rd. 2:08.28, very much on the time that he did earlier, 2:08.49. I'm sure Mark Ford will have learned something from finishing 3rd in that one. He always takes something out of the race.
Absolutely, and you know, he's raced pretty hard there. Looked comfortable over the first 100, and just didn't quite have it at the back end. But Nick Skelton showing some great skills off the wall in the last turn, and I think that took it out of both of the other swimmers at that point.
So this is the B final. We have Joseph Small from Swansea University in 1, Miles Turner, West Suffolk 2, Tom Thornley, Loughborough University 3, Jacob Greeno from Bath University in 4, Robbie Hemmings in 5 from Poole, Ben Harrison, Loughborough University 6, William Riley, Bath University 7, and Miles Drabble from Bath University goes in lane 8. So Robbie Hemmings from Poole came into the meet in a 2:04.80, and in the heats 2:07.25. Sure, he was the junior champion the other night in the 100 back. So a similar time will take that junior title. 2:08.42. That's what the target is. He's got off to a nice start, Ali, in lane 5, that yellow cap of Poole.
Indeed, but it looks like it's going to be
Small, yeah, in one.
Small to take out in lane 1. He's obviously decided that he's going to get himself out there, see what he can do.
That is the level at the moment. 3 lads almost in a line. Small, and over in 7, William Riley. The key thing, I suppose, Ali, is just keep yourself there or thereabouts at halfway.
Well, as we know in all races like this, it depends on how you use your energy over the entire race. And we had that example there where in lane 1, Joseph Small was taking it out right at the start, and he's gambled. But the other guys have maybe just been a bit more controlled over the first 100, and now we're starting to see them just starting to take over the lead of the race.
O'Reilly over in 7, still going pretty strongly. He's come through just to take it up. Second place, Greenough. Small in 3rd. Robbie Hemmings in 4th. Quite a wee bit to do if he wants to win the B final. Small still well there. Riley over in 7. Greenough and Small. Well, it's going to take something special, perhaps, to dislodge William Riley over in 7. He's come through very nicely to take this from halfway. Riley, Greenough, Small, 2:03.34. Just check Robbie Hemmings' time. 2:06.05. Well, he did go faster than earlier on, and that time will give him the junior title. They're only 5th. So please welcome the finalists for this one, their open final. James McFadden from Loughborough University goes in lane 1. Lander Hendricks from Leuven Aquanauts in 2. Brodie Williams, Millfield in 3. Jeffrey Matthew from Stadcam in 4. Luke Greenbank up on the National Centre 5. Elliot Clogg in lane 6 from the city of Sheffield. In 7, Craig McNally, University of Stirling. And Dan Cross, Loughborough University, goes in lane 8. Greenbank, although he was only 2nd fastest heats this morning, you would have seen that. Ali looked really relaxed, hardly did anything. He could have been 2 seconds faster and still would have been doing nothing.
Well, he did look very controlled, and already this season he's put in some good quality performances. I think out in Bangor, the McCullum meet, I think he was 1:57 out there, so he's been in pretty good form already as he moves on towards hopefully his selection for the Olympic team.
Frenchman Jeffrey Mathieu in 4. Won't be hanging about either. A good start in 5 from Greenbank, and also in 7, Craig McNally. Well there, Brodie Williams in 3. At the moment, Greenbank over the far side, Dan Cross in 8. Well, at the moment, Greenbank's gone out maybe about half a metre ahead, 27.71. 2nd place, Elliot Clogg, and 3rd, Brodie Williams. At the moment, Greenbank looking pretty relaxed.
Yeah, he's obviously gone out a lot quicker than he did this morning, but he still looks pretty relaxed in doing that. So strong as he builds into this turn, and then I'd expect him just to try and push on in the 3rd 50.
Well, he's got over the body length advantage over Clogg and Williams. 57.17. 2nd place is still like Clogg, but Greenbank is beginning to pull further away now, Ali.
He did an excellent second 50, a 29 high in the second 50, so it'll be interesting to see what he turns in here. I just think maybe he's starting to tire a wee bit now.
27.97, certainly well under 2-minute pace. Clog in third, and Williams still second rather, and Williams third. Williams coming through to challenge for that second place. Frenchman Jeffrey Matthew and Craig McNally also with a late charge. Well, Greenbank is still hanging in there. They are coming back at him. Williams in second, Clog third. Greenbank takes that 1:58.65. That's a new meet record, 1:58.65. Greenbank, Williams 1:59.16, which is almost what the meet record was. Elliot Clog 1:59.63 third. Greenbank won that not by an awful lot, but did enough early on to make it pretty hard for other guys to get back at him.
Yep, he obviously attacked it on the first 100. That second 50 was a strong second 50. And he started to pay for it down the last 25, and Williams with a good strong background there, so he won the 400 IM yesterday as well, so he's obviously a good nick at the moment, and he came strong down the last 25 and made for an exciting finish.
So we stay with backstroke. It's the women's 200. Lots of juniors, both in the open final, the B final, and the junior final. So 8 juniors in this one. Chloe Ward, Borough Stockton in 1. Amy Shields, Mulgine Bearsden in 2. Cannibalotti, Wandermass 3. Erin Donnelly, Borough Stockton 4. Lucy Lucas, the Lothian swim team, is in 5. Elise McQueenie, City of Glasgow in 6. Sienna Perry, Aberdeen Performance in 7. And Ella Stevenson from Bellshill Sharks in lane number 8. 2 times in this one, 2:26 through to 2:28. It looks like we have an empty lane in lane 5. So just a 7 going in this one. Nice starts in lanes 2 and 4. Amy Shields, Erin Donnelly. Amy's big sister will be in the open final later on. They'll be maybe bragging rights. I did a faster time than you, regardless. I know Dad Eric has this in the car all the time, but Amy off to a good start in this one. Just in second, Elise McQueenie from City Glasgow N6, 32.55. 2 youth development squad members going off pretty strongly. Opened up 2 or 3 metres advantage over the rest of the field. Let's see if they can keep this going, Ali.
Yeah, both of them have been very positive over the first 100. And as always, it'll be interesting to see how things unravel during the rest of the race. But I think probably Elise McQueenie looking more comfortable at the 100 metre mark.
1:08.91. She's got a shade over half a second advantage over Amy. Rest of the field 2 to 3 seconds further back, so it's a big ask for them at the moment to pull this back. A little between the two still. Amy on the near side, on the far side, Elise McQueenie. Well, Elise McQueenie, who just still shades the lead. Got a metre or so advantage, 1:46.61, plays 1:47.52. Well, she's built up a slightly bigger advantage. The rest of the field well back. Third place, Erin Donnelly in lane 4. She's got a massive ask to pull any of that back. Looks good for Elise McQueenie at the moment, Ali.
Yep. Yes, this is where you find out how much you've put into the first half of the race. Down the last 25, it's extremely close. Both girls have gone for it, and it just looks like Elise McQueenie sneaking in there.
And inside it, well, she's actually built up quite a nice finish, 2:23.67 on it pretty easily at the end. Taking a few seconds off that time earlier on, 2:27.16 earlier on, 2:23.67. Amy Shields, 2:25.49. Ella Stevenson from nowhere, 2:27.58 in that outside lane. Also improves on her time by a little bit to take third place.
Yeah, very positive race up there by both swimmers.
Yep.
I thought, really to be commended that got themselves out there and gave it their best shot. Very good efforts.
That might give Ellis McQueen a wee bit confidence for the latter part of the season, winning the juniors. Good to see her coming through and taking that one. So on to our B final. Caitlin Duffy, Edinburgh University, goes in 1. Kate Butler, Ellesmere College Titans in 2. Ellie Turner, Perth City in 3. Jacqueline McMillan, Carnegie in 4. Holly McGill, Heart of Midlothian in 5. Rachel Saunders, Warner Baths in 6. Anna Green, Warner Baths in 7. Emma Scully, City Glasgow in 8. Well, the juniors in 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Ellie Turner in 3. Just seen it earlier on. Going up against their own old clubmate Jacqueline McMillan in 4. He's not got off to the best of starts. Over in 6. Lovely start from Rachel Saunders from Warner. Ellie Turner also well there, as is Kate Butler in 6 and Holly McGill in 5. Over on the far side, Emma Scully. Well, it's advantage, I think, with Rachel Saunders at the moment, coming to the first 50.
Yeah, a nice sprinkle of Scottish juniors in this event. Some very exciting swimmers in here in terms of how they're progressing through the sport. But it's Ellie Turner at the moment.
Yeah, is indeed, yeah.
You'd certainly on paper you'd expect Ellie to be dominating this final.
I'm sure she'll be looking for something maybe around the 2:14, 2:15 mark if she can. It'll be a cracking time. Comes into this on a 2:20.53, 1:06.02. Holly McGill maybe just gone second ahead of Rachel Saunders.
Yeah, Rachel really took it out in that first 50. And Holly just sat off the pace a little bit, but you never know what's going to happen when it comes to the last 50. And Ellie went in 66. And having swum the 200 IM previously, you don't know what that's taken out of her, but she looks as though she's got a commanding lead there. See what this turn brings.
1:40, 1:76. Well, you expect her to come back probably around the 35 seconds or so, maybe a 2:17 or thereabouts. Holly McGill having a good solid swim over in lane number 5. Rachel Saunders still in third place. Fourth probably Kate Butler, and after that that's a good start. Jacqueline McMillan finishing strong in the middle lane, but Ellie Turner having a cracking swim. It is pretty close to 2:17, 2:17.15. Holly McGill, she'll also be pleased with that time, 2:18.01. Really built it up strongly in the second half. And Rachel Saunders from Warner, 2:20.28 takes third. But, good swim from Ellie there. Also good swim from Holly McGill. Not going out quite as fast, but gradually built up, and second place for the Hart swimmer.
Yep. Nice race there from Ellie Turner, especially off a 200 IM there, where she was really working hard in that one as well. So back-to-back racing for her on the 2:17, and maybe the manner in which she swam it very positive. I know she'll be looking for a little bit more as time goes on, but at this stage, an excellent effort, and then Holly swimming a nicely paced race there as well, and improving in the way that she swam this morning. So excellent job.
So this is our open final. We have in 1 Rebecca Sutton, Swansea University. 2 is Catherine Greenslade from Edinburgh University. Katie Shanahan, another one back in the pool after the IM. City of Glasgow in 3. Kathleen Dawson, University of Stirling in 4. Honey Osrin, Plymouth Leander in 5. Asmin Hay, Bath University in lane 6. Charlotte Evans, Loughborough University 7. And Ellis Shields, City of Glasgow, goes in lane 8. Now, either side of Kathleen Dawson in 4 are the 2 juniors. Honey Osrin and Katie Shannon. Honey, year older than Katie, 2:13.40 is Honey's time. Katie 2:15.56. Kathleen Dawson 2:12.37, fastest qualifier coming into this. Katie Shannon, the Scottish junior record holder in this event, 2:11.20. And Honey Osrin in 5 has gone off pretty well, keeping up besides Kathleen Dawson. Charlotte Evans in 7. Well, one with in lane 2, Catherine Greenslade. 30.69 though for Kathleen. Honey in 2nd. A body length advantage at this early stage for Kathleen Dawson. She looks pretty good at the moment.
Yep, a nice start from Kathleen. All brought together by an excellent start. Underwater skills. Very, very good underwater. Now let's see what she does round this wall.
Getting best part of 10 metres off the wall there, Ali.
Yeah, that's
103.08 at the halfway mark. Still have everything to play for the junior title. Honey Osrin still at the moment in 2nd place. Catherine Greenslade in lane 2, coming through the challenge for that 2nd place. Katie Shanahan at the moment in 4th. Katie Shannon about a metre and a half off another junior, Honey Osrin. 1:36.61 for Kathleen. Honey Osrin 1:39.42. Well, that's a little bit faster than Ellie Turner. So coming down the final 25. Kathleen Dawson has this one pretty well wrapped up. It's a question of can Katie Shannon find anything to catch Honey Osrin for the junior title. Honey Osrin still at the moment. Kathleen Dawson's going to take this. Honey Osrin just going to get 2nd, just a no more from Katie Shanahan. And Kathleen Dawson 2:10.34. 2nd place, junior record. Honey Osrin 2:13.20. And Katie Shannon 2:13.54. Catherine Greenslade in 4th. Well, slightly different race that Katie Shannon did in that one, coming through pretty late to try and snatch 2nd place, Ali.
And that's kind of the way she swims quite a lot of the time, isn't it? Well, don't forget she's just come off the back of
another 200 IM, so that's again another strong swim.
Honey Osrin there out quite quick over the first 100, maybe trying to really test herself against Kathleen Dawson, who a 2:10 point would be very, very happy with that, I would imagine. But then the Shanahan coming down the last 50, and maybe the gas running out a little bit for Honey Osrin, and it made for up. I mean, it was only 0.2 or so at the end, wasn't it?
Yeah,
so, a great effort by both girls there.
Yeah. So this is the junior final for the 100 free. This will be decided, the junior title, no juniors in either the B or the open final. We have Louis Lawler, City Glasgow, going in 1. In 2, Liam McLaughlin from Warner Baths. 3, Rory McKinnon of Guy Bearsden. Toby Laguda, Kingsmere College Titans in 4. Reid Jones, Plymouth Leander 5. Nick Skelton back in the pool again, City Oxford in 6. Callum Atkinson, Newcastle 7. And Miles Lapsley, City Glasgow in 8. In fact, we have an empty lane in lane 2. Liam McLaughlin taking part in this one. Toby Laguda 53.18. Reid Jones 53.82. A strong start from Reid Jones in 5 alley.
Yep, he's got up and at it straight away. And as per normal, it's about whether he's put all his eggs in the basket over the first 50. And will other people reel him in?
Laguda and McKinnon in 4 and 3, playing second and third. 25-26 for Reid Jones. And at the moment, still maintains nice strong stroke down the final 15. Laguda coming back at him. But at the moment, it's advantage Jones, Laguda and McKinnon. It's as we were at the turn. It's going to be Jones that takes it. Laguda second, McKinnon third. 52-48. It's well over a second faster than he was earlier on. Laguda takes second place. 53.09, just a fraction faster as well. And Rudy McKinnon also 53.56 faster. Louis Lawler 54.34 for Louis Lawler. That time is a new Scottish S14 para record. Cracking swim from Louis Lawler, City of Glasgow. And he is swimming pretty well as Louis. I think he had an earlier para record I think on the first day, so second one of the weekend.
Swimming extremely well there, but Reid Jones there really went for it on the first 50, didn't he? And he just kept going, which he's obviously set his stall out. And very, very positive gauge. Oh, watch out, Louis just about falling over there, but a good effort from Louis, and he's in good form at the moment. Yep.
Jeffrey Cheng, Bath University 1, Daniel Jones, Swansea University 2, Valentina Borishevitz, Leuven's in 3, Callum Jarvis, Bath National Centre 4, Martin Walton, University of Stirling 5, Alex Bowen, Loughborough University 6, Ross Leslie, Edinburgh University in 7, Ben Martin, University of Stirling in 8. There's about 3 or 4 in the line here. Callum Jarvis and Daniel Jones. Not much between the two. Also over on that far side, Ross Leslie, Alex Bowen going well. He's going to get the turn. Lane 2 perhaps is Daniel. 24.61, but there's a whole swathe of bodies coming off that wall together. At the moment, it's pick a leader. It's maybe just lane 4. Callum Jarvis coming through. As the picture goes a little bit funny there. Callum Jarvis being tackled now in lane 5 by Martin Walton. But Jarvis, I think, just hangs on to take that 51.24. Well, 100th faster than he was. Always good to go a wee bit faster than you did earlier on.
Doing something a wee bit better, isn't he? So, very tight race. And again, interesting to see how things pan out with the way people pace their races. Martin Walton, who I suppose has got a little bit of opening speed, decides that he's doing it the other way around and comes back strong down the second 50. But it's a good effort.
So on to 100 freestyle open event. I think we've got a full house in this one. I hope we have. Scott Goby, Edinburgh University, goes in lane 1. Harry Constantine, Loughborough in lane 2. Jack Thorpe from the Edinburgh University in 3. Duncan Scott, University of Stirling in 4. David Cumberledge, Edinburgh University in 5. Sierra Casavalli from Santa Olga in Spain in lane 6. Alexis Borishevitz from Leuven in 7. Sam Irvin, Loughborough University in lane 8. Duncan Scott, pretty easy, 40.86. Cumberledge also 49.80. Duncan Scott, winner of the Skins the other night. After a cracking start in that one. Looks good at the moment for Duncan Scott. He's already got almost a body length advantage as we're approaching halfway back. Cumberledge in second, and Thorpe so well there. At the moment, advantage Duncan Scott 23.19. Well, this looks pretty comfortable for Duncan Scott. It's all about the time, I suppose, now. Cumberledge second, Thorpe in third. Well, let's see what time he's going to post. 48.52 is the meet record. He does that. 48.49. That's a new Edinburgh International meet record, taking 300ths off his existing record of 48.52. Jack Thorpe taking second, just 800ths ahead of David Cumberledge. It was all about the time in that one.
Yeah, looked. It's been a pretty heavy schedule for Duncan in racing terms recently as well, when he's come off the back of some racing in the McCullough meets and some at Bucks before that. So he's done a real range of events also, and to get to this point and you're going 48.49, I think that's a pretty solid swim. I think he'd be quite happy with that. Well, you always want to do it a bit better, I'm sure, but excellent stuff.
So we slow things down a wee bit here. It's 200 breaststroke. This is the junior final. Juniors also in the Open and the B final. So just 7 go in this one. In lane 2, Ellen Bagley from City of Oxford. Serene Williams, Burra Stockton in 3. Faye McDonough, Burra Stockton in 4. Elizane Pinfold from City of Oxford in 5. Nuala Gow back again from Geary in 6. Fern Crichton, Bear City in 7. Alicia Bain, and a routine performance goes in lane 8. Elizane Pinfold was the winner of the juniors last night. Just Pipping and Harriet Evans, and I think Katie Goodburn in that one. It was a blanket finish, and she's in lane 5 in this one. Last disqualifies the Burra Stockton swimmer Faye McDonough, 2:42.33. I'm sure some of them will be trying to get it pretty close to 2:40 in this one. A strong start at the moment by the two girls in the middle lanes, Ali.
Indeed, and it's always interesting breaststroke, isn't it? The different styles of breaststroke that you get. And, 2 different ones there for sure. One just a little bit longer, a little bit higher rate, a lot of movement. So, but both obviously putting the effort in as well. So it will be interesting to see how this unfolds.
At the moment, his advantage still in lane 4. Faye McDonough. Not very much in it. 1:16.33, 1:16.72, less than half a second. Turning in 3rd, Ellen Bagley, City of Oxford. Let's see if she can find something in the second half. 2 or 3 seconds to make up. And both girls still sticking with it here, Ali.
Absolutely, and you can still tell the difference, but both of these ladies pushing hard now.
Lane 5 was in Pinfold. Just a slightly longer glide there, Ali.
Indeed, just starting to take over at the moment. Swimming for the City of Oxford, renowned for their breaststroking, actually, you know. Yeah. So no surprise really.
At the moment they're 1 in 3. Zane Pinfold going particularly well down the final stretch. She's just beginning to pull away now. 3rd place still with Ellen Bagley. At the moment it's still Alison Pinfold, but don't think Faye's going to catch her with just over 5 to go. City Oxford swimmer Lizzie Pinfold takes that, and she did indeed just sneak under the 2:40 mark. She'll be chuffed to bits with that one. 2:39.90. Great race for both girls.
Yeah, great commitment from both, all the way through to the finish. But nicely paced, nicely stroked out race there from the Oxford swimmer.
Just barely a second in it. 2:39.92, 40.92. Ellen Bagley about 5 seconds further back in third place, but she also improved by about a second on her earlier swim. So great to see good swimming in the evening. We have juniors in 1, 2 and 7. Lana Colvin from Plymouth Leander in 1, Shona Graham, Dundee City Aquatics in 2. Maya Hall, Ellesmere College Titans 3, Orla Adams, Aberdeen Performance 4, Annabel Gunn-Youngson from Edinburgh University in 5, Laura Hawkins, Swansea University in 6. Third junior, Anna Morgan from Millfield in 7, Natalie Coogans, University of Stirling in 8. Times in this one from the earlier heats, 2:37 through to 2:42. I'm sure Orla Adams will want to win this one if she can, having just missed out on what she would have expected to be in the A final. At the moment, just slight advantage that she has over Annabel Gunn-Youngson and Maya Hall, either side of her. Going pretty nicely, Anna Morgan in lane 7, Ali.
Indeed, Anna Morgan, Scottish Youth Squad swimmer. Trains down in Millfields with James Clark and Ewan Dale. But it looks like Orla Adams up there as well with Annabel Guy-Johnson.
Annabel maybe a metre or so clear at the moment. Orla Adams in second place. Not much between the two at the moment. Hack not that far behind. Maya Hall in third. And junior at the moment leading Anna Colvin in lane 1. She's having a good swim in lane 1, Ali.
She is. She's putting herself in the mix at the moment, certainly for the third spot in the race, but good nonetheless. But it's still Guy Johnson up front, but that lead looks as though it's just beginning to reduce, and Orla Adams just moving up to alongside.
They're almost turning together. 1:54.49, 1:54.57. Orla Adams slightly better turn there, Ali, just picks it up again.
Yep, an experienced swimmer now. She's been in the sport for a long time, and first class commitment to the sport and to her training as well. So it's just lovely to see her still going at this stage of her career, and here's another victory for her in this final.
Anna Morgan kind of a late surge in 7. But Orla Adams going to take this. Annabel in second, just in third Maya Hall, and top junior in this one was indeed Anna Morgan. I think that time is the time to beat now, 2:38.61. Still a little bit faster than Lisanne in that previous heat. But Orla Adams getting that victory in the B final. And now move on to our open final, and also one junior in this one. The junior goes in lane 1. From West Suffolk is Anne Harrod Evans. Megan Morrison, Loughborough University in 2. Annie Lecluse from Belgium in 3. Jocelyn Ulgett from Loughborough University in 4. Molly Renshaw, Loughborough National Centre in lane 5. Lily Booker, Millfield in 6. Cara Hanlon, Edinburgh University, goes in 7. And from East Kilbride in 8 is Yvonne Brown. This is the open final, the 200. Brown already had a 200 IM under her belt earlier on. Molly Renshaw was about a second slower than Jocelyn Ulett in the heats earlier on. Well, this is the open final. Fairly level start for all 8 swimmers.
This could be a really good race, actually. Jocelyn Ulett, an excellent short course season, 2:17 short course, it's just world class. And always good to see, or interesting to see, where that transfers into the long course season as well. But of course, she's also a very good long course swimmer. So, Molly Renshaw, one of the top breaststrokers in the world, also. So, this could be quite tasty, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And Molly Renshaw set her stall out on the first 50 and has about a body length advantage. Cara Hanlon going pretty nicely over in 7. Jocelyn Ulett in 4. At the moment, Molly Renshaw with almost a body length advantage at halfway, 109.87. Cara Hanlon turning second. Ulett in 3rd. At the moment, Molly Renshaw looks pretty comfortable in the lead.
She does, pretty strong, 69 out, which is a strong effort. And Cara Hanlon out there on lane number 7 and an excellent first 100 also. She's been in a really good form this season. Been sneaking little PBs in the 100 breaststroke and the 50 breaststroke as well. So, coached by Matt Trodden, and looking very good.
No, we'll get just sneaked into 2nd place ahead of Cara Hanlon. And Renshaw still with over a body length advantage. We'll get now coming through, putting a late challenge. This is where it might be getting a little bit tasty. It's certainly getting tasty down the final 20. Renshaw coming under a little bit pressure now, and we're closing with every stroke inside the final 10. Renshaw, it's going to be very tight. Renshaw, and Renshaw I think just gets it. Wow, what a finish. 2:25.84, 2:25.88.
Well, we thought it was going to be a good race.
Yeah, that was a tasty
we thought
finish.
At 150 it was it was all over, but no, totally different down the last 50. 25 to go as Ulett was reeling Renshaw in, and but Renshaw just doing enough. Only 400ths in at the end. I mean, that's just great stuff at the end, isn't it?
And just a bit further down the field, 2:34.53. And Harrod Evans, who I'm sure was the junior title winner in the 100, runner-up in the 50 in the skins, takes the 200 junior title. Well done to her. But, cracking race again. We've had a few crackers this evening, Ali.
Yep, hopefully we get a few more.
Yeah. On to our junior final, just a junior and an open final for our 400 free. So we've got John Taylor in lane 1. He kept it going pretty strongly in the heats against 2 of the older lads. That was a really cracking race earlier on if you were with us this afternoon. So John Taylor, Aberdeen Performance in 1. Angus Allison, Warner Barson 2. Liam McLaughlin deciding to pick the 400 free as a better option this evening in lane 3. Charlie Hutchison, Ellesmere College Titans in 4. Ian Thomas, Newcastle in 5. David Aroli from Millfield in 6. Cameron Travis, Aberdeen Performance 7. Alex Rosser Barnett was in lane number 8. Kieran Thomas in 5. Junior champion on 15 and 800. Second fastest coming into this. There's one or two useful Scots in this one. Liam McLaughlin, we know that if he can be in there within striking distance with 100 to go, always finishes very strongly. Don't to be too far back. A nice strong start from Charlie Hutchison to take it out. A metre or so. Thomas and Arioli over in 5 and 6. Angus Allison also well up there. Hutchison 28.06. Angus Allison, new squad member, another talented youngster, good all-rounder. But can he perform in this 400 free? We'll soon see. Great on the 400 IM. Not a bad freestyler either.
No, and but he's got a very big background in terms of endurance, as Charlie. But you'll notice off the walls there, he's got some really good underwater skills. Also, originally from Dumfries. Oh, still from Dumfries, to be fair. It's at school at Ellesmere. Very hard working and very strong programme there with Coach Bircher. He's just taking a wee lead, look pretty control over the first 100. I would expect him, if he's looking, he's feeling as easy as he's, or as good as he's looking at the moment, then I would expect him to be able to be strong in the second half as well and bring it on a little bit quicker.
Oh, on the far side, Arioli and Thomas in 6 and 5. Angus Allison maybe just dropped into 4th place here. So halfway mark, 1:59.89. He has the best part of a 2.5 second lead. That's a big lead at halfway. Thomas will have to really work extremely hard if he wants to get anywhere near Hutchison. At this stage, this looks cut and dried. Well, we said that in the previous race, but it's a big ask to claw this back. If he can keep this steady pace going, Hutchison, he looks pretty strong still.
So that was a 30.50 there for Charlie Hutchison. Looking around about 3 minutes at the turn in the 300, which will give him a wee chance of getting pretty close to the 4-minute mark. But just depends on how much energy is used over the first half of the race.
3:00:51 still maintains over 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds or so advantage. And if anything, he's going further away.
Yep, he's still looking good, but I think it's just maybe starting to get to him now. Working pretty hard. That's good, 30.7, so just see what he can do down the last 50. There's a good 10 metres off the wall there as well, which when you're fatigued going that far and trying to do it quick, it takes quite a lot of conditioning to be able to do that, quite a lot of discipline to do it as well. So here he goes.
It's going to be pretty close to 4 minutes, Ali. Might just sneak a second over it. Well, 4:00:07. And second place, Arioli, 4:05.38, I think it is. And good swim from Angus Allison to come back strongly to take 3rd place.
Yep, Angus doing a great job there. He was out actually quite strong, wasn't he?
He
but
was.
He still had.
Yep.
He's a tough swimmer down that last length, isn't he? He never gives up. A nice performance in terms of time. Anyway, it's 4:06, not bad.
So we move to the 400 open final. So we have in lane 1 Kieran Bird from Bath National Centre, Jacob Goodman from Millfield in 2, Tom Dean, Bath National Centre, goes in lane number 3, Daniel Jervis in 4 from Swansea University, Stephen Milne, Perth City in lane number 5, Luke Turley, Bath National Centre 6, Tobias Robinson, Loughborough National Centre in 7, and William Riley, Bath University, goes in 8. We've mentioned William Riley earlier on, back in the pool. Some of these swimmers having 2, some maybe even having 3 swims this evening. It's all pretty quick turnaround. So Jervis already won the 15 and the 800. And looked pretty impressive in both, Ali.
Yes, he did, and as I was saying earlier on, really top class, world class 1500, 14:57 earlier in the meet, and that's not the first time he's obviously been under 15 in an equality 8. Yeah. And he'll be looking to put in another really good performance here as well. But remember, Tom Dean, 146 zip on the 200 freestyle, excellent in the short course, 400 freestyle, also winning a cheeky medal at the European short course in Glasgow. So again, he seems to be the one that's taking it out now, and you'd think that if you can swim 146 200 free, then you should be pretty controlled going through, and 151, 152, something like that.
So Dean has the advantage, 54-52 at the 100. Goodman in 2, also sticking with him, and Jervis tracking them with Stephen Milne in lane 5 in 4th place. So that's Goodman and Dean. So Jervis natural upsides, 124.10, and the moment it's now Goodman, Dean, Jervis. Still looks a bit like cat and mouse in the pool at the moment.
Yeah, Tom Dean was quite strong over the first 100. Now he looks pretty relaxed. Dan Jervis now coming through to pick it up.
153.57 at halfway. Certainly got a tasty race and 200 to go. Goodman. On the other side, Jervis, and between them Dean. Actually stroke for stroke. And with Dean, that's taking it up again. It is indeed. Dean just shades it from Jervis and Goodman. And good turn, just opened up a little bit extra gap between them.
Yep, Tom Dean there on the first 100 was right up there, relaxed on the second one, and now he's just pushing it on a little bit, third 100. And I would imagine it's going to be a pretty good race down the last 100, although maybe the little bit of extra speed that Tom Dean's got, maybe he'll just be able to sneak it. But Dan Jervis is a tough swimmer, isn't he?
At the business end, and Dean has set sail, has really pushed on by over a body length. Jervis with quite a bit to do now, and Dean getting to work with just around 60 to go. Tom Dean looks pretty cool down this one. Body length in it. Here comes Jervis. Well, there's about a second in it off the turn. Dean and Jervis still body length in it. Dean still holds him. Jervis coming back a little bit. Still Dean coming into the final 15. Here comes Jervis with a late charge. It's Dean and Jervis Not much between the two. Dean's just going to hold him, is he? Dean just takes it. What another cracking race, Ali.
Absolutely superb. And yeah, we have 50 to go. You thought it was all over, but Jervis never gives in. We know he's got a good turn of speed as well. You see his legs and that 6-speed kick absolutely pumping down the last 50. But Tom Dean just have a little bit there just at the end to hold Dan Jervis off. But both of them at 3:48. That's both
Well,
excellent swims at the moment.
3:48.51 is the meet record, incidentally held by Stephen Milne. So only 800ths of that meet record.
How much do you get for a meet record?
I've no idea, Ali. Probably a pat in the back from the coach.
Helen Murray, pat in the back, well done.
So we stay with freestyle. This penultimate women's event of the evening. So 3 juniors in this one, so the junior title should be decided in this one. We did have 3 juniors swimming earlier on this afternoon. That one won by Leah Hughes. Did virtually her entry time around about 18:33. So in lane 1 we have Olivia Mason from Warner Baths. Marion Hanquett, Loughborough University, goes in 2. Katie Taylor from the City of Glasgow in 3. Lauren Weatherall, Ellesmere College Titans 4. Nicole Ryan, City of Oxford 5. Kaylin Hall, Aberdeen Performance 6. Megan Schmidt, City of Oxford in 7. And Dorothy Goodgame, City of Oxford in 8. So 3 City of Oxford swimmers, 5, 7 and 8. 3 juniors are in 1. That's Olivia Mason from Warner. Kaylin Hall, Aberdeen Performance in 6. Megan Smith, City of Oxford, goes in 7. Now Lauren Weatherall will be a strong fancy in this one. The only one sub 17. Was a pretty comfortable winner of the 800 the other night, Ali.
She was, and an excellent performance in that 800. And I think on this 15, as we know, it's all about how you pace it. You know, a little bit too much at the start, things get a bit tough at the back. Pace it nicely, and trying to swim as efficiently as possible over the first part of the race, and then just trying to gradually build the effort as you go through.
So at this early stage, Cornwell has indeed taken it out pretty strongly. She'll look faster than the rest of the field, so you'd expect her to be well clear. 102.40 after the first 100. She swam here a few months ago at the short course rally and finished second. Finished top Scot.
Yep, and also at the European Juniors last year. She's performed extremely well out there. Also, I'm used to training out in the States at the Balls program, and then back to Glasgow, and now tells me as well, which she's continued to progress over that period of time as well, and she's doing a great job at the moment.
Second place at the moment in lane 2. Hanquett, the Belgian. Third looks to be Nicole Ryan, City of Oxford. Fifth in this event last year. So 210 at 200. You expect her to be pacing roughly about near enough 68-second pace to come in round about the 17-minute mark.
Yeah, I think that was a 67 high, something like that. So I think let's see what happens on this next one. And as long as she's not going out too hard, then hopefully she'll just be able to keep it as even as possible and distribute her effort. accordingly to make sure she's able to do that.
So just looking at the juniors, Olivia Mason, you can just see that red cap Wonder Bass there. Over in lane 6, Keelan Hall a little bit ahead of her. And in 7 is Megan Smith. That's the 3 juniors. Again, somewhere around the 68 again, Ali.
Yeah, 68.3 on that one. Yep, young Olivia Mason last year, a really progressive season throughout, just seemed to get better and better as the season went on. And then Kaylin Hall likewise as well, an excellent season, progressing, training up there in Aberdeen, training with Patrick Miley.
At the moment, Kaylin Hall in 4th, Olivia Mason in 5th. And the 4th Scottish swimmer, Katie Taylor, in 6th place. 7th, Dory Good Game, and Megan Smith, the remaining junior, in 8th place. Again, just a smidgen over 68. It's pretty steady pacing at the start of this part of the season. It's somewhere around to time, pacing round about the 17-ish mark.
Yep, and see, I think she's doing a great job so far. I mean, it's early in the race, isn't it? So, but Coach Bircher on the far side of the pool looks as though he's pretty happy with the way things are developing at the moment. And when you're swimming in year 15, if you are out in front like this, it's quite hard to. You've got to stay focused on what you're doing just now. There's nobody else round about you, so it can be easy to drift a wee bit, but did a fantastic job so far.
Hanquit still 2nd, Nicole Ryan just ahead of Kaylin Hall, who's the leading junior at the moment. Olivia Mason 5th, Katie Taylor still 6th, Dorothy Goodgame 7th, and Megan Smith in 8th as we come down to 500. 5:34.73. It's just fractionally over 68. It's very consistent, 68.2, 68.3-ish. So it's nice to get yourself into that rhythm after 200 to 300 metres and just keep that pace going steadily throughout.
Indeed. You make a good point there. Rhythm is just trying to keep the timing going, keep it consistent as you go along. And I suppose those athletes that as you go through the swim and then you're able to maybe pick that up towards the back end of the race, that's a particular skill in itself, and the conditioning that goes with that to allow you to do that, that's quite extensive.
That's very much practice for a lot of these girls. Don't get the chance to do 1500 very often. Maybe swim it 3 or 4 times. They'll do more 800s than the 1500s, but it's always good for them to get the opportunity to do the 1500.
Yeah, and hopefully over time that will change. More 1500s available in the Olympic event as well. So hopefully what we can do is try and keep on providing the opportunities. Let's try and encourage more boys and girls to get in there and do the distance events. I think that's there's certainly a gap in the market there. There's certainly opportunities to be had, and if you do like testing yourself out in an endurance fashion, then get yourself in there and give it a whirl.
The key thing is to get into that rhythm, Ali. Doesn't matter whether you're pacing at 78 seconds or 74 seconds, but you want to keep that pace throughout. You don't want to do 75, 78s, then back down to 75. It's key to try and get a nice steady rhythm throughout. And we're certainly seeing this from the leader. Coming down, I think that's 700 under her belt. somewhere around about 7:51, should be about bang on the money. 7:51.26, that's probably the slowest she's been. It's about a 68.4.
That's all pretty tight there.
But it is,
yeah, so 68 ones to 68.4. That's a pretty good job so far out there on her own. She's still ticking over. It's going to start to get a bit tougher. Now she moves in towards 800, gets away with the 1,000 mark.
And that's a halfway mark, so if we take this time, double it and add 2 or 3 seconds, we're going to be there or thereabouts. That doesn't always work out because there's something called negative split, as you well know, Ali.
Well, we'll see.
So a negative split 8:25.61 means that she's going to come back a little bit faster than 8:25.61. So if you double that, you're looking at somewhere around 17:51.5. I think if you, sorry, around 16:51.5. I've done it out.
Yeah, Robert, you know.
I'm sure if she comes
coming in there.
I'm sure she comes in pretty close to that entry time, 16:57.65. She'll be absolutely delighted about that. 8:59.90.
Just a wee slide there. 68.7.
Still interesting race behind us. I know the cameras are showing us that at the moment. But second place is Nicole Ryan, Marion Hanquett in third. Galen Hall still in fourth place, leading the juniors. Olivia Mason in fifth.
Looks like a decent race there over there for those second, third and fourth places.
Not very much between them.
Galen Hall, if she's swum it the way that she has done in the past, she's usually quite strong in the last 500 as well, so maybe that's the way she's planned to swim a race.
She came through very strongly in that 400 free, which was quite a surprise to take that junior title, the 400. 4:08.29. Again, virtually bang on it, 68.3. It's been pretty well like clockwork here. Just coming past this, Olivia Mason, Katie Taylor, pretty close for 5th and 6th.
Looks like Nicole Ryan is just starting to put a bit of pressure on now. Looks as though she's just picking up a bit of pace and maybe just pulling away from Galen Hall. And of course over to this side of the pool.
Lauren Weatherall probably around 25 metres ahead of the second, third and fourth swimmers. Expecting somewhere around 11:16.55. That was way out. 0.93. That indeed probably has been her slowest 100.
She needs a little bit of support now from the side of the pool just to try and keep her going.
Yeah.
See, she's now breathing away from coach. This is when it really starts to hit.
Nicole Ryan about 4 seconds clear in second place from Marion Hanquett. Galen Hall still pretty comfortable in fourth place. Katie Taylor's now gone fifth, just a little bit ahead of Olivia Mason, who's dropped back to sixth. Galen Hall, the national age group champion in the 1500 alley, as you say, very strong over the long distance.
Yep, that's great to see. It's good to have a few Scots in this race who really enjoy doing the distance events, which is absolutely fantastic.
The other juniors, Olivia Mason was winner at the East Districts in this distance and fourth at the Scottish National Age Groups. Reigning Scot Katie Taylor There's a heck of a lot of open water, so she'll be relishing having a chance to do another 1500 tonight, Ali. Having done an 800 just last night.
Well, it's all good stuff. You're swimming in the marathon events as well, and being good in the pool over 1500 metres is extremely important. Not many swimmers at the top of the marathon swimming that haven't been good within the pool as well.
Katie was, I think, third at the British 1500 a few months ago, and that time was around about 17:28. She's in at a converted short course time from that Bucks event, and I think she went just a shade over 17 minutes, 13:34.11. And as you say, Ali, she could do with just a wee bit help and support. About 68.6 there. Last two just a little bit slower, as you would expect. Just finding it hard to do it all on your own. It's always better to have a swimmer with you to help push you on. It's
when you're in that position and it is starting to hurt, you know, it's clearly starting to hurt now, then anything to keep you going, and sometimes it's about just looking ahead, maybe trying to catch the swimmer in front, trying to give yourself a goal or a target to try and keep yourself moving, especially when you're in this types of position. I'm not sure that she can see someone on the outside lane there. Megan Smith there, so I she could just maybe see her, but she's just got to keep that rhythm going at the moment, set herself a next target, get past the next one.
And you can see in lane one that Olivia Mason's dropped back a wee bit now in 6th place. Also maybe finding the pace a bit hot. 14:42.59. Well, picked up a wee bit. She's beginning to get the mojo going again in the last 200.
Well, it just seemed that she maybe saw somewhere on the outside there and thought, right, okay, I've got to keep going, try and get past.
So 16:57.65. It's going to be pretty close to that, I think, Ali.
She's done a great job so far.
Second place is still Nicole Ryan. Kaylin Hall's now gone third. So Kaylin Hall absolutely certain to take the junior title. Fourth place, Marion Hancock. Katie Taylor fifth. Olivia Mason sixth. Dorothy Goodgame and Megan Smith. So we'll come down, we'll hear the bell somewhere around 15:50.71 maybe. See if I can get this one a bit nearer. Not bad, 51.09. So she's got to try and come back in around 66.5 to get virtually bang on her entry time. Probably won't be far off that.
She won't be far off that, but I think if she goes in the 17 minutes, I think she'll be quite happy with that. It's one of those things, maybe in a tighter race, then she might be able to pull just that little bit extra out of herself. But nonetheless, she's done a fantastic job throughout the race. Swum it pretty evenly, to be honest.
Yep.
Worked extremely hard, and let's see what she can get out of herself in the last 50.
Well, that one, just over 34 seconds. So certainly expect her just to be maybe a second or so under the 17-minute mark, maybe around the 16:58.5. Certainly getting her legs going pretty strongly down the final 20 or so. A very strong arm pull in the final 15. Keeping on the clock, 16:54, 55, 56, 57, 57.89. Well, she'll be absolutely delighted, I'm sure, with that. 16:57.89.
Yeah, you can see by the look of the face, she was all in there, wasn't she? And congratulations to her, that's a great effort. And then second place there.
Nicole Ryan comes in second place. 17. Third place beside her, Kaylin Hall to take the junior title, 17:25. Fourth place, Marion Hancock. Time for Kaylin Hall, a little bit faster her entry time, and that will be a PB for her as well, long course. Katie Taylor coming in 5th place. She'll be glad to get that under her belt, as will Olivia Mason, who should be coming into picture in the red cap. I've warned her. There she is. Well done, Olivia, finishing in 6th. Just a fraction over 18 minutes. Coming in at 17:40. Sometimes all about just getting the race and getting another race under your belt, get practice at doing
More
it.
experience, that's right, absolutely.
Worth a good game on the far side. And Megan Smith, well done to her to complete the race in 18:24.91. All go down and hopefully do a good swim down, relax and have a good sleep tonight after that long grueling 1500. But well done to Lauren Weatherall, Nicole Ryan finishing 2nd, and Kaylin Hall in 3rd, taking the junior title. Well done, ladies. So our final event for the men for the meet this evening, our junior final. Let's cut up a wee bit here. Just the 6 lads go in this. We have Maximilian Balcanto from the city of Oxford in 1, Mark Innes, Warner Baths in 2, Thomas Coates, Swim West Lothian in 3, Empty Lane in 4. We have James Hart from Plymouth Leander in 5, Empty Lane in 6, Tom Robertson, Aberdeen Dolphins in 7. Excuse me. Callum Atkinson from Newcastle in 8. 57.83 James Hart, Thomas Coates 58.47. In fact, there are 2 extras in this one. We have Callum Rose in lane 6, who indeed has a swim. Fraser Wilson also there. So James Hart 26.73 takes it out. Mark Innes in 2nd place. At the moment this looks pretty good for James Hart over in lane 5. Oh, he's well clear in this one, Ali. It's all about 2nd place. That's 2nd place Tom Robertson perhaps in 7.
Indeed, James Hart, it's as though he's been given the rocket, and here he comes.
56.12. Mark Innes in 2nd, and Maximilian, in fact Thomas Coates just got it in to take 3rd. 56.12. As you say, maybe getting a rocket.
Yeah, it's a completely different swim, isn't it, to be honest? So.
Almost 2nd and 3/4 faster than he was earlier on.
Yeah, great effort.
A pretty impressive swim for someone that just turned 16 this year. On to the B final. Rhys Ormond Cunningham, Loughborough University in 1, Mark Eldrick, City Glasgow in 2, Ben Carr, Edinburgh University 3, Mark Ford, City Glasgow in 4, Gregor Swinney, City Glasgow goes in 5. Jamie Wilkes, Loughborough University 6, Ross Leslie, Edinburgh University in 7, Aidan Brown, Borough of Stockton in 8. Now that 56.12. Cracking swim there from James. Gives him an outside chance perhaps. Mark Ford in 4, 57.69. Aidan Brown, 57.59. We do have Cole Hewitt, 55.98 from heats earlier on. That could go faster. So this is the B final. Good start over in 7. Ross Leslie. Coming through in 5 is Gregor Swinney. Gregor Swinney going well, Ali.
Indeed, the swimmer from University of Glasgow. Oh, sorry, City of Glasgow swimming.
Is Gregor Swinney. It's taken out strongly. 25.43 from Ben Carr. At the turn, those two still with the advantage. Swinney and Carr. Not much between the two. Hopefully you can see our screen's frozen, but coming down the stretch, Swinney and Carr still nip and tuck. It's back with us again. It's Carr who's just going to prevail. Ben Carr takes this. Gregor Swinney second, and in lane 6 I think it was Jamie Wilkes taking third, 55.14. Let's check the junior times. Aidan Brown in 8, 57.63. Mark Ford 58.55. So 56.12.
That's the job.
Game on for Cole Hewitt in the last. He's in lane 7, so he knows what he has to do. Just get in there and swim fast. So on to our men's 100 metres open final. Tom Bealey from Plymouth Leander in 1, Edward Rednick, University of Stirling in 2, Callum Jarvis, Bath National Centre 3, Jacob Peters from Poole goes in lane number 4, Joe Litchfield from Loughborough National Centre in 5, Lewis Fraser, Swansea University in 6, Cole Hewitt, City of Sheffield in 7, and Archie Goodburn from Loughborough National Centre goes in lane 8. Sure, Archie will be delighted he's got himself into the final on day 3. Let's see how he performs. Be another swimmer from Warner Bass will know this pool inside out.
Oh, indeed. Jacob Peters this morning was looking very relaxed. It'll be interesting to see if he can just drop it a little bit. James Guy was also very good this morning, but obviously decided not to take part in this final, but I'm sure it'll be a good race nonetheless.
Start in the middle lanes, both 4 and 5, Peters and Litchfield. Certainly a slightly better start with Peters. He's gone out very strongly indeed in that first 50. It's Jacob Peters.
Yep, just missed the ball there though, just a wee bit short on it, long on it, and just lost a little bit of speed going in, but he's still leading at the moment.
And still a good metre or more. If anything, he's pulling away from Litchfield. This is cracking race for Peters. Fantastic performance. Litchfield under pressure for second, perhaps. Peters, Litchfield. Oh, well, it might have been just Litchfield ahead of Lewis Fraser.
Yep, 52.19.
And Cole Hewitt 56.11, 56.12. Well, how close can you get?
2 different races.
So James Hart, cracking race from him in the juniors. Just misses out by 100th of a second. Cole Hewitt finishing last, but takes the junior title. So as you can see, our juniors making their way poolside. This is the very last event of the meet. Maisie Elliott, Plymouth Leander goes in 1. Greta Colbeck, also from Plymouth Leander in 2. Archie Goodburn's wee sister Katie in 3 from Warner Bass. Fingers crossed Olivia Mason has recovered a wee bit after that 1500. She's the fastest qualifier in lane 4. Drew McKenzie, City Glasgow in 5. Evie McLean, City of Oxford in 6. Holly Shand, Aberdeen Performance in 7. And Jacqueline McMillan, second swim for her this evening from Carnegie in 8.
That's a tough double for Olivia Mason, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly was.
It is.
Let's see how she performs 58.88. I think if she can go sub a minute, she'll be really delighted. Everyone under the minute apart from Jacqueline McMillan. At least she has a second chance this evening in lane 8 to get under the minute. It's lane 6 with the advantage. Even McLean at the moment. Drew McKenzie going nicely in 5, Ali.
Yep, absolutely.
And in 2, get a call back. Olivia Mason understandably turning last. Off the turn, it's still lane 6 with a very strong advantage. Evie McLean. A lot to do for the rest to catch her now. She's gone for home. Drew McKenzie trying to get on terms inside the final 15 metres. This is pretty comfortable for the City of Oxford swimmer. Takes this pretty easily indeed. 58.11. What a time. Taking almost a second off what she did earlier on. And the first 5 all under the minute. Drew McKenzie. And well done, Olivia Mason, finishing 6th. 1:00:40.
Fabulous effort from Olivia. That was really, really top notch.
So that's a target for Emma Russell when the open final to get under 58.11, I think it was. I'm sure she'll be well inside that. Look forward to Emma coming up shortly. But this is the B final. Rebecca Sutton, Swansea University in 1. Juliet Cassini, Edinburgh University 2. Ellie Walker, Loughborough University 3. Rachel Masson, Edinburgh University in 4. Sophie Lewis-Ward, also Edinburgh University in 5. Amelia Rodd, Ellesmere College Titans in 6. 2 Millfield swimmers in 7 and 8. Jess Podger and Cara Morris. This is almost the consolation prize for probably 2 Edinburgh University swimmers in 4 and 5, Ali. They'll be wanting to give it everything.
Yep, another opportunity to do something a little bit better, and Rachel Masson looks as though she's taken that one out.
Rachel, a foot or so clear of Ellie Walker in 3, over in 8. Cara Morris going well. Rachel Masson, I'm sure, is going to lead at the 50. 27.37. Just ahead of Ellie Walker. Good turn in lane 2. Juliet Cassini has got herself into the mix here. Rachel Masson with a wee bit still to do just to guarantee of taking this one. It looks as though she's going to do so. They are coming back at her inside the final 10. It's Masson just hanging on. And Rachel Masson just takes that. 56.86. Second place, Sophie Lewis-Ward, 57.20. Juliet Cassini with that good turn at the far end, keeping going to take third, 57.35.
Good effort there from Rachel Masson. Can't fault the commitment there. And certainly got after it on the first 50 and just hung on there in the last 10 metres to take the victory with the B final.
Yeah, going almost a second faster than she was earlier on, so she'll be pleased with that. So on to our final event of the weekend. That's the women's 100 metres open freestyle final. Emily Crane, Loughborough University in 1. Amy Grant, Loughborough University in 2. Georgia Coates, Bath National Centre in 3. Frey Anderson, Ellesmere College Titans, goes in 4. Lucy Hope, Edinburgh University in 5. Emma Russell from Heart of Midlothian in 6. Catherine Greenslade, Edinburgh University in 7. Laura McNabb, Bath University in 8. Frey Anderson, very, very relaxed, 54.41 earlier on. 55.91 is the junior record. It's held by Freya Anderson. That's the target for Emma Russell if she can achieve that. She's in lane 6. Freya Anderson at the moment just shades the lead from Lucy Hope. Emma Russell well there in 6. It's pretty good for Freya, even at halfway.
Yeah, absolutely. She's gone out pretty quick. She was 24.8 in the 50, 26.2 there. So she'd still have plenty to come back on as well. Lucy Hope going with her.
Anderson still well there and pulling away from Lucy Hope, who's swimming pretty strongly in lane 5. Third might be Georgia Coates, just ahead of Emma Russell. Freya certainly going to win this one. It's a question of how fast. 53.93. She's gone a little bit faster than she was earlier on. Lucy Hope 54.88, and Georgia Coates did indeed get third place. Emma Russell 55.83. Well, it's a double whammy. That's one. Emma Russell, that 55.83. It's a new junior record, and it's a Scottish national age group 16-year-old record, breaking the 55.95 currently held. So well done to Emma Russell. 55.3. Thank you, Ali. I didn't write that down. But,
it was, well, excellent from Freya Anderson. 53.8 there. That's an excellent swim. She's been swimming really well so far this season, so a great job from her. Good also Lucy Hope back in at 54 again for second time this season. Really good at this stage. I think she'll be delighted just to sneak in there again, which is good. And then Emma Russell there, 55.8. And Coach Potter, who I'm sure will be watching at home with his newborn little Lily, watching alongside. I'm sure we'll be quite happy with that one. Congratulations to her. That's a good effort. So.
She looked pretty comfortable on the heats this afternoon, and I did think it would be a big ask for her to take 0.3, but she took 0.42 off that time. So well done to Emma, and well done Freya Anderson. That concludes the third day and coverage at Royal Commonwealth Pool for the Edinburgh International meet. We still have a little bit ahead of us. We've got the top FINA points to award. I'm not sure if the coverage will stay with us. Hopefully will still be with us. We'll wait for that. We'll be getting checked downstairs. I'll give you this, it's just I think ready to be announced on the screen. There's the view from middle. So just about ready to give you the top 5. Kathleen Dawson in 5th place, 894 FINA points. This Kathleen Dawson, I think, would be for the 100 back. Kathleen was sitting in 4th place after the second day. So clearly someone else has managed to get into 1st, 2nd, 3rd or 4th for some prize money. Prize money to the top 5 at the meet, as always. 905 points, Duncan Scott for that freestyle. I'm sure Duncan will be delighted to come along and get some prize money for the swim. 905 FINA points in 4th place. Well, I think I can safely give you 3, 2 and 1, unless the points have changed a little bit for the top two in the 50 breast. 912 points certainly will be Daniel Jervis, who was lying in third place after doing that wonderful 1500 free on the first day. It was a joy watching that. It was actually a minute for every 100, almost as we saw with the swim earlier on from Lauren Weatherall, almost like clockwork. James will be in second place, 926 points for that 200 breast.
Yep, 209 point, world class swim.
And it is as it was yesterday. Adam Peaty for the 100 breast yesterday, 936 FINA points.
Yeah, a wonderful swim. I think we just really need to be careful that we don't take these kinds of swims for granted. There's that many of them these days. I think people get so used to it, they forget how fast it actually is. It really is a great performance.
Well, that concludes things for another year. 2020 Edinburgh International now finished. Just like to thank you for joining us. If you've been with us for all 9 sessions, well done. And if not, I hope you've enjoyed our coverage this evening. So from Ali White, Scottish National Performance Director, and myself, Robert Taylor, just wish you good evening from Royal Commonwealth Pool in Edinburgh this evening.